Getting some anal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your next comic, Colby Kennedy.
All right, good to be here, guys. What's going on? I used to be in a long-distance relationship with a Japanese woman, dating all the way to Japan. Yeah, we were across the Pacific Ocean, and I sent her a text message that said, "I can't wait to touch you again." And that auto-corrected to, "I can't wait to touch you, Asian." I just included a picture of like a globe, and I was like, yes, she'll get it. It's okay, though. We ended up getting married. Yeah, got married, all right. Got a Japanese wife. She's awesome. But somebody came up to me, and they were like, "Hey, Colby, I think all Asian people look the same. Chinese, Korean, Filipino, Japanese, all the same to me. They all look the same." I was like, "Well, first off, Dad, there's refreshments right over here. I got a lot of hands to shake, but thank you for coming to the wedding. I really appreciate that. And second of all, that's really racist. I literally know billions of people that would offend. Please don't say that to my wife at my wedding. That'd be great." Been having neighbor problems recently, man. They've been smoking too much weed. Don't get me wrong. I don't care how much weed you smoke. Let it rip. But if I walk into my apartment building and it smells like a forest fire of weed and it smells like shit, then that is a problem. I have to do something about that. So my wife was like, "Go do something. You got to do something. You're going to be 30 in June. You're going to turn 30 years old. You got to be a man." I was like, "You know what? Fuck yeah, you're right. I should be a man. I got to get up and do this." Got up, put some shorts on, a t-shirt. I was like, "Let's go do this shit." Went and got a piece of paper, wrote down, "Please do not smoke so much marijuana." Slipped it right under the door. And nothing happened, and so I emailed my landlord, and I was like, "Hey, man, they're smoking too much weed. It smells like shit in here. You got to do something about it." And he was like, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Send me that back." I was like, "Cool." So like after like 3 or 4 days, it didn't smell like weed anymore. It smelled like weed and Febreze. And so I emailed him back, and I was like, "Hey, man, it still smells like shit. What's the deal?" And then he emails me back and goes, "Honestly, man, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But you can call 911 if you want." It's like, "You want me to call 911 because my neighbors are smoking too much weed? That's the..." "Oh, hello? Oh, thank God you picked up. Somebody's trying to have a real chill time with their bro. They've already eaten a whole bag of Funyuns. 532 and a half West Addison Street. You gotta hurry. They're eating a pizza and talking about a dope idea for a t-shirt company." How could I stay calm when people are trying to relax? If you don't get over here quick, they're going to start watching Netflix documentaries about space. And they were like, "This is not a problem we should deal with. Get off the phone." So I did. My wife and I recently went to a place called Super H Mart. And if you don't know what that is, it's this giant Korean grocery store where all the Asians of all the land come to get their kimchi and sushi and whatever it is that they want. And it was really busy that day. And we walked in, and I saw these really weird melons. They were like, I'd never seen them in like normal white people grocery stores. And so I walked up to like these melons, and I was like, "Hey, sweetie, do you want to..." And she walked off, and I lost her in a crowd of Asian people. I lost her in a crowd of Asian people. I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. It was like one of those games with 2 pictures that looks exactly the same. And it's like, can you spot the differences? It's a weird day when you walk up to random women and shake them by the shoulders and go, "Are you my wife?" I started getting nervous. I was like, "Are you Yoko?" And they go, "That's racist." I was like, "That's her real name." I started panicking. I kissed 11 women before I found my wife. Ages high school sophomore to 89, Asian women looking great. Jeez.